going on, my dude Cyvax here. So today I wanted to film my intro for the 2xKO beta because apparently sometime the last week of March there's going to be a video that they're going to be showcasing. It's going to be like an excuse me, it's going to be an hour or 40 minutes long. We don't know, but apparently I want to go through this tweet with you guys. Apparently it says here, this has been for Abyss. You can't see it though, but I can see it on my screen, but I'll read it for you guys. Apparently it says he's the editor-in-chief of Play 2xKO Riot Games' upcoming 2D fighter, Prevention Wild Rift, League of Legends banner by... Okay, yeah, we don't really need to read that. But he's like a game director or something like that from 2xKO. He's part of the Riot team that is working on 2xKO. So apparently he says, we just filmed the next 2xKO update. We're still working through added production, localization, etc. But here's what you can expect. A deep dive on our gameplay, which I mentioned, changes since Alpha Lab 1. So there's going to be a lot of gameplay changes. I think I'm mostly interested in the gameplay changes we're going to be able to see in this game. And also it says including Jinx, so they are going to include Jinx in it because we only got a sneak peek of her. And you know what, I am really excited for Jinx. I really am. I think she's like one of my favorite characters from Season 2. I'm going to be honest. I really enjoyed her in Season 2. Dude, I even got the art book. Here, wait, let me show it to you guys. I even ordered this. I'm not sure if you can see it. Hold on. But see, look, it looks so sick. That's how you know I became an Arcane fan after watching Season 2, man. I can't wait what other shows come out. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So now, okay, I'm really excited for Jinx too because I'm really curious how she's going to play. There's a lot of people that this character was mostly fun and what other characters were including in the beta. And so they're going to give context and info on Alpha Lab 2, and then they're going to just showcase like death matches and stuff like that, like the crazy, probably like all the crazy shit you can do in this game now with the gameplay changes. So they're going to be showcasing that in more detail. And then the second thing he said is it's a detailed update that gets pretty in-depth, so the video is running pretty long, probably an hour or so. Just like I mentioned, we're looking to get the update out during the last week of March, which I mentioned again. This is why I wanted to create this intro for you guys in the meantime before we get into like other crazy topics and stuff like that. And then it also says we're not quite ready for the wide world of PowerPoint live streams yet, but one day. What I don't get what he means by this. So what he means by this is, are we gonna get like an actual showcase focus? Like, are we gonna get like Smash style type trailers, or even like what Valorant does with their trailers, like announcements and stuff like that? Because that would be super sick, and I think they're gonna go for that. It's Riot. Riot's gonna do it, man. If League does it, Valorant does it, 2xKO's definitely gonna do it. Even Wild Rift does it. Even Teamfight Tactics puts out trailers. I really hope we get the same style of trailers just like they do for 2xKO. Because imagine, man, imagine all the crazy trailers they could come up with. It would be like the same style as like Valorant and Wild Rift and League. But anyways, yeah, the only thing I would like to mention now, the elephant in the room, is I do really want to see gameplay changes because I do think the gameplay was a little still. I didn't say it was a bad game because I still enjoyed for what it was and I still liked it, but I'm still giving them the benefit of the doubt though, because this is an alpha lab. This isn't even a beta yet, so only certain people got invited to it. And I think I'm only going to give you my 3 problems I had with the game. Is 1, I think the controller inputs needs to be I think it just needs better controllers in my opinion, because the controllers were really wonky in my opinion. I didn't think I get it, they're simple inputs and stuff like that, and it's much easier for people to play to get their hands on the game, but the controllers just felt really weird to me for some reason. But apparently they said they're already fixing that because there's like many people that complained about it. But I don't know, I think that's just me though, that's just my opinion. And then second, I think the second thing I would like to mention is the netcode. The netcode is okay, I did like it, but it still needs some work there and there. But hey, it's an alpha lab, so it's gonna get fixed over time. And this game hasn't really fully come out yet because they're still planning on doing an alpha lab test too for it. And then thirdly, I think the thing I would like to say that this game really needs the most is presentation-wise. I think this game is missing out on presentation. What I mean by presentation is sort of like it needs to have like that unique charm to it. Like, for example, like put it like this, like in League of Legends, you have like characters like interacting with each other. Give them, like, for example, if there's two characters that are related to each other, like Echo and Jinx, like you can make them have like a special dialogue between the two, or like maybe what happened like during the events of Arcane, like maybe you could have like, or even like, I also would like to mention is they should have like probably like double supers. Like what I mean by that is they should have like a special super name, like a special super interaction, like make it like Time Bomb or something. I'm not shipping okay, I ship them, okay, but even though I shouldn't be shipping like fictional characters because I'm already a 30-year-old man. Okay, no, you know what, I ship them. You heard it from me. I ship Echo and Jinx. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, make them have like special interactions with each other, make them have like a unique super for both of them because they're both related to each other. Like any champion that's related to each other, make them have like a unique super to them. And also what I would like to mention is I think the best presentation wise for me, like in a fighting game, even though I didn't really like MK11 in general, like I didn't like the gameplay, whatever, but visual graphics, presentation wise, and it had that unique charm to it, was MK11. Dude, you would never get me to talk shit about how MK11 looked. Even if you would have asked me way back in the day, I would tell you that MK11 was probably the best looking fighting game there is out there. I really would, because that game looks super good, dude. It had an art to it. It had like an artistic style to it, in my opinion, than MK1 does right now. I think that's what MK1 is missing. It's like the art style that MK11 had, in my opinion. But yeah, but that's what I would like to see from 2XKO, and I think 2XKO does look good. I think it looked way I think 2XKO right now, the art style it has, it looks way better than it did back in 2019 when they showcased like they were making a fighting game from Riot. But yeah, man, I don't know what other topics I would like to touch up on. Character wise, like I said, like in my previous video when we first reacted to the Jinx reveal, the Jinx reveal sneak peek, I did say that I didn't really like playing Braum anymore. Braum wasn't just really my character, but I do think Braum is like one of the coolest looking characters in that game right now, even though I didn't like his playstyle. Same goes with Ahri. I didn't really like Ahri's playstyle either. I was thinking of probably going Darius, but everybody was playing Darius, so I wanted to go with something new. So then instead I went with Illaoi, which I made a big mistake during the Alpha Lab 1 because I should have picked her up because I was mostly having a fun time with that character than Ahri and Braum, in my opinion. And then during the end I was even thinking of probably just replacing Braum with Darius. So I was thinking of going Darius and Illaoi, but now that since Jinx is probably going to be in the Alpha Lab test too, I'm thinking of going Jinx and then Illaoi and maybe a little bit Darius. I would actually like to play a little bit Darius. Also, I'm not really interested in it. I would like to play Echo. Maybe I might play Echo, but the problem is I don't really have enough time to learn the character too. Because I think Echo mostly takes like a long time to learn as a character, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I am going to be super excited when this video comes out because we're going to get ready. That's why I wanted to make this intro before the video comes out, because it's going to be the last week of March. Because apparently, like I said, like in my, well, like maybe 5 or 8 minutes ago, I did say this video was probably going to be like a 40 or like an hour long. Whatever they're going to showcase, man, it's going to shake things up, because what they're actually building up towards is pretty god damn bananas. And what I mean by that, really exciting. So I'm super excited to see what 2XKO has, man. It could probably be like the best fighting game out there, at least like the free-to-play mode. Because at least I'll give you this. I think 2XKO is going to do well in the monetization and everything like that. Marvel Rivals is just doing that right now, and I think they're doing a fantastic job what Marvel Rivals is doing right now. And I doubted that 2XKO is gonna fall like in the same rabbit hole as Multiverses did. I don't think it's not gonna happen. I think Riot already has planned on what they're gonna do with 2XKO, in my opinion. Let's just hope we don't get any of those $200 skins and it's over. Or those gotcha things they put in, but no, that's not gonna happen. I don't think that's not gonna happen. But yeah, dude, I am super excited to see what they announce. I heard apparently they weren't going to announce like any new characters, but I'm still waiting for that one character. In the meantime, yeah, I do have Jinx now, because like I said it like 8 or 9 minutes ago, I did like Jinx a lot in season 2. They really made me care about the character. And Vi is like the #1 character I really want in this game right now, or Udyr, or maybe Wukong. I think Udyr and Wukong. Warwick, I would like Warwick, but I wouldn't like him. I would like him like in the League of Legends style. I don't really like him. I didn't really like him as much in Arcane. I don't know why. I just didn't really like the humanoid wolf thing going on for what they were building up towards Warwick Season 2. But yeah, I thought I was going to like the character, but I didn't. But yeah, I am super excited to see what they showcase in this video and see what's going to happen when it releases. But other than that, I'm already done making my intro. And like I said, those are the 3 things that I mostly want from this game. Is better input controllers, because the controls are really wonky. And then 2, I think the netcode is fine. They just need to fix it a bit more, because I did have a few apples there and there. And then presentation. I think what I mostly want to see from this game is presentation and personality wise, because I think what's missing at this point is personality on the characters. I would really like that. It would make the game feel fun, and it would make you feel like you love the characters, where they come from, their history behind like Runeterra and stuff like that. Wherever they come from. You know, I'm not too like heavy into the lore. I only know a few. Like, I only know my knowledge from Arcane right now, and then maybe reading a few bios there and there from League of Legends. But yeah, I am super excited to see what they're going to be showcasing in this gameplay, man. I really do want to see the gameplay changes they're going to be putting in this game, because I think this is what the game needs, and it's going to be for the health of the game. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you there when the video is released. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it or record, but you know what, I think I'm just going to record it for now, because I think that's going to be the plan of attack for me. So by the time I recorded this video, I'll see you guys there. The update we all been waiting for, man, and it's finally here. We're going to be watching the 2xKO gameplay reveal. But yeah, this is going to be, I think this is going to be like the last update, because I've been hearing that apparently the game is going to be almost released. It's going to be released this year, but my guess is this game is probably only going to have like at most like 10 to 15 champions to choose from at most. I really want it to be at least 15 if it's a 2v2 fighting game. But anyways, I'm going to cut the chit chat, because we really need to get this update, because this video is going to be 57 minutes long. So let's get right into it.
Shining Clock for a dev update on 2xKO. Last month we announced that we're revisiting our plans for Alpha Lab 2. And after that, we know you had a lot of questions, wanted to know what we've been working on ever since our first Alpha Lab last August.
Yes.
So in this video, we're going to catch you all up. We'll go over all the big gameplay changes since Alpha Lab 1, and walk you through our newest champion, Jinx, and finish off.
Nice, that's what I really. Ooh, that's so cool. Ilawi, she kind of gives me glimpses of what was her name again? No, not her name. His name, Kenshi. Akali revealed.
Here has really helped keep us on track. At this point, we're feeling pretty confident about the core game, and so we're entering a new stage of development and shifting our focus to the mountain of surrounding work that it takes to launch a really great game. Like back-end servers, improving matchmaking, localization, and UI. Alpha Lab
UI.
to be a larger scale play
I will say I did really like the what was it called? The lobbies. The lobbies were really good looking. I think this one and then Tekken are my favorite lobby systems they implemented. Got a chance.
We're just going to show you all the things we've been working on ever since Alpha Lab 1. You ready? Let's go. All right, so I want to talk about...
Yes, we're ready. Here, let me lower down my volume a bit. It's a little bit loud. We'll leave it like that.
Felt confusing, inconsistent, and that there's actually some that overlapped, and you're trying to do one thing, but you got the wrong outcome.
Wait, so this is... controllers. Yeah, because I did have a problem with controllers. I did not really like how the game controlled. In terms of inputs.
Down forward heavy was your launcher, and this is pretty confusing. So what we did was we made it so that just down heavy is your launcher that has anti-air properties.
Launcher into anti-air, so it's down H.
A little invincibility there. You could follow up with a combo, which is great. But this is also your launcher. So
dude, show us Jinx, man. Show us Jinx.
Some characters that had one, or the other, they just remain with one. But characters like Darius and a few others, we actually kept that move on their kit with a different input. So
Mm-hmm.
This button, Darius used to be his anti-air. This is now forward and heavy.
So that's an entire.
Pressure and combo routes and things like that.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna get any familiar references in terms of Jinx and Yas. No, wait, not Jinx. I mean Darius and Yasuo, because those are the characters I didn't even play. Same goes with Echo. I didn't really play Echo as much in this game either. I didn't even touch Darius and Yasuo to begin with. I Echo a tiny bit, but then I was done.
As well as sweep is down forward heavy. So anybody that has a sweep,
So wait, down H was sweeps,
forward plus team to call your
or was it horizontal?
shot of block was a little bit of a struggle because sometimes you would get push block and then lose a bar and it just
Uh-huh.
very intuitive with how you want to pressure folks. So now you just press team,
Forward assist.
assist, just like before, holding back and hitting team.
So this is back T, back assist.
More than like, well, hey,
Yeah, because assist was a different implementation that you have to put in. I think it was like more motion inputs, like when you have to pull assist.
anti-air properties, then down in team.
So they changed it. Tag launcher.
Pretty consistent now and easy to remember. In Alpha Lab 1, used to be able to hold forward plus team or hold back.
Yes, I remember that.
Charge assist or running assist. We removed that from the game except for in sidekick fuse, which is a new fuse I'll talk about in a bit. But the reason we removed it was it actually led to some pretty stale gameplay across.
It did.
Where you sit full screen, you hold forward or back plus team, you send your assist across.
I did not like the assist, dude.
You handshake tag, you do a big combo.
In terms of Alpha Lab 1.
Tag, you do pressure. If they jump, you handshake tag, and then you jump and air throw or launch or anti-air.
That's the assist I used. I used Pulse.
The assist. And then you punch.
The assist I really wanted to play was Freestyle. I thought Freestyle was like a really super interesting assist, in my opinion.
It's a little bit more homogenized than we like. I'll give you an example like Darius S2, S2.
Mhm.
Actually really far away, outside of the corner. But with charge assists, you can just hold it and run across the screen and follow up. So again, it made a lot of the situations and outcomes pretty similar. So we're excited to separate that out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the next section, super input simplification.
Super inputs.
There we go. We got there. We heard a lot of feedback around down being a struggle on some peripherals in particular, but even on ones that folks were mixed about. So we removed that as the input for supers and now made it a lot easier. Now the input is hitting any normal.
Yeah, because I think last time it was motion inputs, wasn't it? Oh wait, they're talking about supers. Never mind. I thought they were still talking about assist.
The super for Darius. But you notice I can do any normal within this S1 to get that super. So I can do M plus S1.
M plus S1, okay.
S1 plus, H. They all give me that S1 super. Sean, what about S2 super? Oh yeah, S2 super. Same thing. So you hit S2 plus
2 super in the L or M or H.
gives me that S2 super. S2 plus M,
So that's like a level 2 super.
same thing. And then
No, wait, that's level 1 super.
this is important for us because, one, it's a struggle we know to do like down on analog sticks. But two, like
Yeah, I'm not going to really pause this video because this video is super duper long. But I'll give you guys my thoughts maybe in the outro because we still have to go through, we have to review, a little bit of an article they released on their website.
Also, I want to talk a little bit about ultimates. S1 plus S2.
The ultimates.
You may have noticed
S1, S2, that's a level 3 super.
now.
That's a really cool super.
Pretty important. Because we really wanted to make them feel impactful and a little bit rare. And so when you see them, they hit. We've adjusted the damage accordingly as well. And also, we also adjusted meter gain. And then I want to talk a little bit about happy.
Also, they increased the damage?
Specifically,
Happy birthdays, what is this?
some of you, myself included, may have been in Alpha Lab. You got this happy birthday. Clock's 9 over here. And, one of the characters falls out. And if it's their point character.
Is that a new move on Yasuo, or is it like a new fuse system? I'm a little confused.
Other characters at once. What is happening here? So we reduced global hit pause and made some key adjustments to counter hit pause as well in order to remove some of those cases where the happy birthday would just drop unexpectedly. And to a similar assist no longer enter the battlefield if the point champions hit before the assist lands. Those reductions actually make combos a little bit shorter and made the game feel quite a bit faster.
Okay.
The thing I want to talk about here too was parry. So we heard a lot of pain around parrying a physical attack and then accidentally getting another parry afterwards, causing you to not only whiff that parry, but lose that meter and then get punched by your opponent. You're like, hey, this is a sharp reversal of fortune. Can we not do that? And so, so we took that out, of course.
Oh, they took it out.
I'll go ahead and parry it.
Dude, that's a really cool parry system.
In various advanced situations, like when you're double tapping and character canceling. So folks that were using those techniques should find things a lot more consistent. We made some changes to fuses and other core gameplay systems, based on a lot of stuff.
Pulse combo.
And I actually kind of wanted to talk a little bit about new fuses and Pulse. Starting a little bit with Pulse, folks had a lot of really great feedback around it. You may have seen, the message I shot out last month, talking about, hey, that fact that's not a fuse anymore, and more specifically, folks wanted to pair it with. Like,
So what is this fuse?
especially when they're duoing and bringing their friend on.
Is that a new meter I see up there? Is it like the brake system or what is it? Or they haven't explained it yet.
Anybody can turn it on and off at that moment and try it out. So let us know what you think. So let's get into champ select.
Let's see. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 more. Yeah, dude. At most, I think we're probably only gonna get like maybe 14 to 10 champions in the release day when this game gets released. Which I really, really hope they go with 14 or 15. I really, really hope they at least they have 15 in the base roster. For it to be like very, very well for like a 2v2 fighting game, in my opinion, because you need more characters when it's like a 3v3 or 2v2 fighting game. In terms of increasing the roster. Yeah, the base roster for Street Fighter 6 in the beginning was so low. It was like really, really short-listed for Street Fighter 6, but they'll add characters throughout like the time of the game. Yeah, I think in Street Fighter 6 there's like 25 characters to choose from now, because in the beginning there was only like 17 or 18. 17 or 16, somewhere around there. I could be wrong.
But maybe not like be the star of the show when I really haven't like taken the time to learn the game or learn a specific character and not have all that pressure on me. So we listened. So we came up with this fuse called Sidekick, where the character that you start with on point, they never switch out. However,
They don't?
Your friend can come in and perform an assist, but they don't switch out over there. They can also do charge assist. So you remember before I was like, hey, those are gone from the game except for Sidekick. Hold the team button, you see the old charge assist is back. Already they're hitting that synergy.
The synergy, man, the synergy.
Can actually get up to 5 bars a meter. And so I have meter max.
What's that I see up there? Fury. It wasn't in the Alpha Lab 1.
Once they're at 20% or less health. 30% less health. Apologies. The cool thing is that the assist can perform a super in tandem with their point.
And Tandem. I mean Channing Tatum. Just joking. Whew, I'm about to make a name for myself here. The little juice, the juice.
At the start. We used to call the combo breaker system in our game dynamic save. It's a mouthful.
Dynamic save.
A lot of words, alright? And so we now just call it break. When one of your champions dies, your remaining champion will get 50% of their break meter, and it will change to this new meter at the top you see called Fury Break. These two fuses, Sidekick,
Oh, they're talking about, okay.
solo, they actually start off with Fury.
Juggernaut.
Another champ. The really cool thing about Sidekick is that
Oh, they forgot to mention this is for the Juggernaut system, I think.
can actually like reduce the combo damage their point is receiving. We call it like combo softener internally. And it makes this really cool visual and sound effect. And you start to learn the timing of combos subconsciously when you're doing it. But you really
So the Fury implementation, that only belongs to the Sidekick or Juggernaut, or does it belong to every fuse, whatever you pick?
We're gonna see you do that. Like blue glow is the softener.
Softener.
A little too early, but yeah, terrible. Yeah.
All right. So it's actually really fun to like learn the timing and help out in that way.
Yeah.
Again, it's just another way for someone to play a support role as a sidekick. Then I want to talk about Juggernaut.
Oh, please, please. Also, that was the Sidekick fuse that we're talking about.
We talked to a lot of players that let us know, like, hey, I really want to get into this game, but I really want to start by just learning.
Wait, what does Juggernaut do? Does he Juggernaut fight as a single champion with enhanced powers?
I don't even want to learn another champion to call assist or help out. Just want to focus really on one specific character.
Also, it only focuses on one character, Juggernaut.
Start to branch out.
Maybe I might use that fuse
and you literally
just to learn that one character first.
You start with 2 meters, similar to Sidekick. There's a max of 5. You gain a health and a health boost, and you gain a defensive boost when you're at 30% or less health. You also don't have access to assists. You have access to Fury Break at the round start.
Fury Break.
This one's interesting that you can cast self.
But this is the Juggernaut fuse, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay.
I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we'll do this.
He even says it up there. God, I'm so dumb.
I did a little early, but you kind of get the idea, right? You pop it, wait for the juice to happen.
The juice, the juice, the juice.
Playing as just as Yasuo, but you pick 2 champs.
Yeah, exactly. You want to tell a little about that, Clock?
Yeah, so
Please show us Clock. Clockwork is an amazing player, dude. I've watched him since during the MVCI days. Same with MVC3, but I mostly watched him like during MVCI. He had a really, really, really good Gamora because I was a Gamora player in MVCI. But his Gamora was so cool to look at in terms of gameplay, dude. So I really, really paid attention to what he did.
We can switch at the beginning of the round, and then I am the new point character, and then Sean is my sidekick. Same for Juggernaut as well. You can pick 2 characters. You don't even have to play the second character, but you can always switch between them.
Ah, okay.
Say like Tom and Clock are just rocking my Yasuo, and I lose that round. But you know, I've done a little bit of look ahead. I know they're not good against Darius, so
I just want to see Jinx gameplay, dude. I'm really curious to see Jinx.
again, that round.
I don't want to skip it though because I do want to look at like these cool implementations they added into the game.
Juggernaut gets access to, which is something we call eject. And so, because the team button has no assist to call, and there's no tag launcher or another champion to tag to, the team causes this eject state, which
So eject costs 1 meter then.
forces that assist character in, and now that's their new point. And so you can do things like this, and you know there's a little. Clock's amazing. He got that block, you know.
Dude, Clock is an amazing player. I'm telling you, he really, really is. Don't underestimate him.
He does a good defense. But like, Juggernaut was just something that we really wanted, like, folks to just focus on that one character and get in there and get in the mix. And so you also notice again it starts with Fury right out the gate. And again, we'll talk a little bit about Fury later. The next thing I want to talk about was Limit Strike. So
Limit Strike.
again, this is along the lines of really just enabling people to have some really interesting decisions.
Hold on. Give me 1 sec.
Various points of the fight.
Hold up. Okay.
If you do like what we call like a major reaction, like ground
Just making sure if I'm recording the video.
close the combo, you don't get another one. So if you try to do another one, it just ends the combo. But now, depending on what you end the combo with, you get a little bit of a bonus on top of it. So I'll give you an example. If you end a combo after you've already done a reaction with the ground bounce, you get extra damage. If you do another wall bounce, you get extra meter. So you see an extra meter bonus pops.
Dude, what I've noticed about the wall bounce is that it's a little less less fast in my opinion, because when you would wall bounce enemies during the Alpha Lab 1, it was super duper fast. Curious if they're going to explain that, because that one is very, very, very slow.
So we saw a lot of routes in Alpha Lab 1 that kind of resulted in how do we get hard knockdown, and hey, what is the
Yeah, the Alpha Lab 1, like when you wall bounce an enemy and stuff like that, it was like super fast. They made it a little bit slower.
just weren't very interesting. As a result, in this new version that you're going to play, meter and damage are now separated from one another. An attack
They separated?
very specific amounts of meter, independent of the damage done, and this just allows you to choose like, hey, do I want to pick a specific route for damage, or do this other route that might do less damage but maybe gives me more meter, or even positioning as well.
Yeah, so this combined with the limit strike system, we really want to give players a lot of decision making within their combos based on based on how they want to end and their champions and how they can capitalize off of these different enders.
Okay.
Exactly. And Clock talked a little bit about like hard knockdown, limiting some options, and so
Wake up options.
we actually gave you some options when you get knocked down, so that you're not just like stuck there and having to just guess for your life all the time, over and over again, and literally just stuck in the forever vortex off of everything. So
Oh, wait, they're talking about it.
actually, let me
If this is what they're talking about, man, is I did forgot to mention this in my intro, but the combos were super duper long in this game. They really, really were. I said at least for me, this game took like long. It said because they said they wanted to make it fast paced, but for me, it took so long. I think that's the only one criticism I have. I think mostly in this game that I had with was the combos were too long. And as far as I'm looking at, it looks like they made it short, at least
So you can hold
from what I'm looking at.
this edge
It looks much shorter
is going to be a way to get
than it was before, because before it was super long.
and then you still like can use your get up attack as well.
Get up attack.
Oh, sorry. Also,
I thought they were gonna mention it for a minute, but no.
yeah, and we
But the combos look short though,
that it breaks armor now, so you can't just.
because in Alpha Lab 1 they took forever.
Folks just really reduce all the decisions on wake up just by getting some ice on Bronx shield and doing an armored swing, and even like
Armor break.
was pretty rough. I want to talk a little bit about assist speed as well. And so some of the assists in our game were just flying in way too quick. Like
I agree.
like Darius shoulder, Echo.
Sometimes you wouldn't have time to react if there was like an assist getting ready to attack you. Like you didn't have time to react.
Whatsoever. And so we slowed it down a little bit. So the assist that comes in, it went from 10 frames to 15 frames.
Also, it's 15 frames now.
For a little
It was 10 frames?
So I was even able to I wouldn't have been able to block that before. I'm telling you right now.
Dang.
Let's talk about the feedback surrounding player agency. We heard that
So it was 10 frames, but then they downgraded it to 15 frames. Okay.
found themselves in zero agency states for long periods of time. So we've been working on some changes designed to increase the fun uptime and reduce the amount of time you spend in the corner, getting combos, etc. So first up, let's talk about dynamic save. We're now
Break and
calling it
Fury
dynamic
break.
save break, and yeah, the hitbox now gets bigger over time, and then
2 times assist. Is this like the new fuse? I know Juggernaut's a new fuse.
you also get 50% break meter after a
I
champion.
really, really want to try the Juggernaut fuse. It looks so interesting, dude.
Let's make a comeback. So, even when folks are evenly skilled, the party can come back. As a result, we removed Fury as a fuse and now have a new system called Fury Break. It shows
Fury break.
So when a champion dies, you gain 50% break meter and it becomes Fury Break, which gives you 25% damage boost and a 25% damage reduction.
Also, basically, if there's like one champion that dies, like if there's one champion that dies off your team, it gives you like 10 or 15% health, what they just said, and then 15% damage. So it boosts your damage and your health. That's a really cool implementation they've added. Because that wasn't enough of Lab 1. That's what I was really, really curious about.
It allows for follow-up, so you can end your combo with it to increase your damage or do it at the beginning of the combo.
Oh, increases. Okay, yeah, just like I said, it increases your damage.
Damage reduction and the damage boost, it allows for 10 seconds when you do it offensively.
Also, it doesn't boost your health. It's like you have extra armor. It just reduces your damage if you get hit. While, like, on the Fury mode.
So similarly, Sean has Fury Break activated right now, also lasts 10 seconds.
Uh-huh.
The difference is that if he does it in neutral, so if he doesn't do it offensively or defensively, just does it in neutral, the bonus actually lasts for 20 seconds.
The neutral boys.
20 seconds, so, but that means you can't use it in a combo, and that also means you can't use it to save yourself. So that's sort of trade-off.
Sure. One of the great things about Fury Break is when you're in that Fury state, you can dash cancel, and it removes 5 seconds off the clock.
Oh, you get dash cancel out of it?
Time, rather. And so I'll go ahead and show you. I have it on. You can dash cancel any.
I'm really, really liking these changes they've made to the game.
Have it left on hit or block.
I think it spices things up a bit, in my opinion, but I need to get my hands on it first.
See the clock can block this.
Oh my.
That's a really cool Yasuo combo there I saw.
There's a lot of wood.
At least I never saw Yasuo pulling that.
It's kind of the idea of like, hey, you're in this Fury state.
Yeah, I didn't face any good Yasuo players, at least during my time playing the game.
You can still like.
I did run into like a really, really good Darius player, dude. I couldn't even get near him.
Like, sorry if I do this. They're stuck there for a second, so like they have to guess now. Like,
Oh, they have to guess?
so there's a lot of pressure can be had.
Uh-huh.
When it comes down to Fury and Fury Break, I know again we showed like Juggernaut and Sidekick, and they start with it on because they only have those single champions up front. But any other fuse like Double Down, 2x assist, Freestyle. Once your first champion dies, just remember you get that 50% Fury Break meter.
Mm-hmm.
Fury Break is on. It's ready to go. Like once you decide to use it.
Cool. So let's talk about push.
Oh, so you don't have to use like a special input like the activator or anything like that? So you're just left with one champion, then you just get it automatically. Got it.
If you didn't have any meter, then you were just stuck and you couldn't push block at all. So now it no longer costs a bar.
Dude, I forgot to mention this Noxia stage looks really, really cool. Like the background. I really, really like it.
The push block, we internally call this push assist. So this shares a cooldown with your assist.
Yeah, look, yeah, this is Noxia's for sure, 100%.
Push assist. So it's much more available now. You have to make a choice between calling your assist and defensive pressure.
But I really hope they add way more cooler stages in the future, man.
Your duo is responsible for protecting you from pressure. So yeah, Tom, you gotta help me out here when it comes to getting Sean off. So AirTech, we saw a lot of combos which were not, real combos during Alpha Lab 1 since folks were not AirTeching and holding a normal attack button while getting comboed was just really unintuitive.
Yeah, I didn't really see that. I didn't see enough air tagging during Alpha Lab 1.
This seems cool, but like, say I do a combo and you air tech back, right? Can't I just like juggle you there like for a long time?
So what we've done to combat that is you can opt out of the automatic AirTech by holding down.
So by holding down, you just opt out.
Any sort of like checkmate situations and options to protect against offense. But of course, if I'm holding down and Sean knows I'm holding down, he can just like.
Okay. There's some player agency.
So not a real combo, but that's sort of trade-off between AirTech and
We do take those though.
We do take those. We do take those.
changes in Alpha Lab 1 were feedback.
He gets it.
Boring to end a combo with OTG, which in Alpha Lab 1 would force the back roll and really put you.
Oh my goodness. Sorry for the yawning.
So now when you do a weak OTG on the ground, we give you the same suite of get up actions as we do for other knockdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can roll back.
Fury break, dude. I'm really curious of trying out the system.
Combo length. Combos were too long or felt too long. We made a lot of adjustments with the goal of just like shortening them.
This is the number one criticism that I had during my playtime of the Alpha Lab 1 was the combo length, dude. The combos took forever. But I'm gonna let them explain it.
So for one,
Really hope they changed it.
tag launcher. You can also no longer tag after performing double down super.
Oh wait, you can't?
Champions in one combo. As an example, in Alpha Lab 1, we were seeing combos with multiple double downs in them, and it was taking a very long time. We
Yeah,
also
see.
pause across the board, which we talked about a little earlier. This really makes combos feel a lot shorter. It also makes the game feel a little bit faster as well.
I agree.
I also want to talk a little bit about red health regeneration. There are a lot of games where like a champion would get damaged with a lot of remaining red health, and then once that red goes away, you see that gray there, and that gray is what actually heals up. People would just literally run away for a really long time.
They would. They would try zoning you.
Not just how easy it was to run away.
It happens in every fighting game too.
Just how long it took for that health to regenerate. We made a regenerate at a speed which just allows players to get back into the action faster and make a decision where it's like, hey, like this player's gonna come online pretty soon. Like let me get back out there.
That's a really good thing they've added.
Dead assists. What are you talking about? Well, a big change we've
I don't mind that.
is really allowing you to use your assists after they've been
But they would try to zone you out every time like their champion was like at a very low health so they can regenerate much faster. They would try zoning you.
very much in the action, and we've actually just found that a lot more fun. When you combine that with them being able to like push block with the team button,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot to do, even if you accidentally get KO'd early. Are you going to go ahead and use this?
Super assist.
Use it now in clutch
Down
time?
T.
You're going to waste it, then your teammate's going to be like, oh my god, you should have saved it for the next round. Now that's your decision. That's you, and then that fight is yours to fight with your teammate as well. We still want there to be some counterplay, so like I said before, Tom, if you call your assist out, yep, and you'll notice like
Call the assist, man. Call the assist.
and it's a long time, so you can get your window back to try to turn the tides there.
Finally, we felt like super jumps were too predictable and also received similar feedback in that vein. So as a result, we allow you to hold forward, back, or down.
Super jumps. Does this exist in Alpha Lab 1?
Jump, allowing you to keep your opponent guessing and have a bit more freedom in how you navigate them.
I never knew that existed in Alpha Lab 1, actually. Or is it a new mechanic they just added to this? Because I remember there being super jumps, at least. If they existed, I didn't even know they were there to begin with.
So we just wanted to give you a little bit more agency over your jump arc. Yeah, we had a lot of work that we wanted to do in order to improve clarity and excitement.
Yeah, just like I said, Oh, wait.
It's also lined up with a ton of feedback that you all provided us around experiences with both. One note we heard was sometimes in a match, champions were too close together and it was pretty hard to tell what was happening. So the collision pill side so that now they are more visually separated.
Okay, that's a cool thing they've added. I didn't really notice that. I didn't. But it looks like they were super duper close. Okay, so they separate them a tiny bit further if you're really close to your opponent now. I think that's a good thing. I never even noticed it to begin with. Wall bounce. So they made it slower so you can combo into it. Yeah, because last time wall bounce was super fast. The handshake tag. It was. Shh, Tom, show it. Okay, we're 28 minutes into this.
Bad block indicators. So, we heard that sometimes it's really hard to understand how you got opened up, especially in hectic, heat of the moment battles. So, we decided to add an indicator for incorrect blocking. So, for example, I'm going to be blocking low here, and Sean's going to hit me high.
Let me just stand. Let me hit you with a normal low, just so you can see the difference. So just stand there.
Yeah. So that's me getting hit normally, and then this is me, walking back.
I'm walking back. Dude, Jinx is animating super duper well in this game. She really, really is.
And you can see here that we've actually, the colors are a bit more striking, whether it's high or low, so you can tell the difference between getting hit high or low. So you'll know exactly why you got hit, and you'll be able to defend against those situations in the future. So celebrating outplays. Finally, when you do something amazing, we want to make sure that everyone in and out
Outplay moments.
the height matches and skill required.
Outplay. Okay, I think they're mentioning it, dude, but this is the thing that I've been eagering to tell you, dude. This game needs moments, like, add some sort of, like, mechanic, just like what Tekken 8 has, like, when you hit your last, like, during, like, who gets, like, the last hit, like, who dies first and stuff like this, like, the last moment, like, the last hit, and it goes, like, in slow-mo. I really hope they add some sort of familiar thing, or, like, another unique mechanic, or, like, another unique moment into 2XKO. It really, really needs it. This game needs, like, personality, in my opinion. Which it's gonna have. I really hope each champion has, like, unique dialogues, too. Just like I said in my intro. Like, unique dialogues. Champions are, like, related to each other. Yeah, I don't think we're not going to get, like, any cool supers, like, team-ups. I don't think that's not going to happen. It could. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's also pretty cool since you have a little bit more time to hit confirm and see what you want to do. Yeah. So I'll show you. Go to block. This is like Darius do something special there.
Darius. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to have some sort of frame of reference what Darius or Yasuo do, but it looks like they're doing the same thing they did in Alpha Lab 1, so they don't have anything cool. Are they going to talk about Jinx? Are they going to talk about her? Are they going to talk about her? Yes, they are. I'm going to be quiet. Shh. Of course, it's Jinx. But Jinx is, like, the character I'm really, really excited to play, man. After watching Season 2, dude, she became one of my favorite characters. That's a really cool color palette, the green and black Jinx.
Yeah, just take you down that way.
Green mixture with black, that's really, really cool.
Got hella taunts are so good.
Yeah, her taunts are very, very, very cool.
Heavy, and she got her little crouch lightning heavy. Her down,
I'm really curious what they did here with Jinx.
and then she's got like a running medium attack, which is
Watch your feet while running.
so she can go in. She's not just keep you out forever. Like you might want to pick your spots to go in. She's also got down.
Yeah, so she's not really like, well, she is a zoner, but you have to be careful though.
Walk with it and do some.
So she gives, ooh.
But yeah, she's got like a couple things here, and one thing I want to call out too is her M's all use her zap, and that will actually come.
Is that a new assist, double down? Did they already explain that? Because I don't remember explaining them during when they were explaining Juggernaut and some other assist.
She's shooting that machine.
Or am I wrong?
The cool thing
I
is,
think I must be stupid.
mine only did 6 hits, but Clocks did 12. It's because you can hold it. So you just want to hold it. And
I gotta look back after I'm finished with this video
fun.
and see.
Also, hold up to extend it, and so you can hold it and then hold up.
Oh, thank you. That's what I wanted.
Which is pretty fun.
Please make Pow like go into different directions, like up and down. Thank you so much.
That's a really cool point as well. One of Jinx's unique abilities is that she can cancel her S1s into her S2.
Her S2s.
S2 is missile.
Okay.
You can cancel this on hit or block into missile.
Yeah, dude, she's giving me like
Lift them up.
Sector vibes right now.
That. So
And she is like really like one of my archetype characters I would go with. These are like the kind of characters I like playing in fighting games.
which is a nice little like anti-air.
I used to not like playing zoning characters, but now I do for some reason. I think they're like really fun to play.
And try to follow up, which is really cool.
I like playing close-up characters and then like range characters.
Which is really cool as well, and you can again combo that into missile. So I'll go ahead and just show you real quick. You can cancel right away. So that is unique to her.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's talk about her S2 specials.
Fish bones.
So that's her rocket
Missile.
out of her awesome weapon, fish bones.
Hold OK or OK.
You can shoot it.
Yeah, out of all these games, the games that I'm most excited to play this year is this game. Fatal Fury, yes, but as much as 2XKO, no. I mostly want to play 2XKO,
Fun stuff like
especially because it's a 2v2 fighting game. If it was only 1v1, then no.
down forward or down back. So it's a really
Fishbones Hop, dude, oh my god. That is so cool.
so you can find some fun stuff with that. And then she has a back S
The combo potential that's going to come up with Zap.
above the super bars.
Back S2.
When it's full, you hit back S2. She shoots a zapper projectile, and this thing like
To Zapper. So you can stun, and then it could be combo potential.
I know you're trying to go play that zapper.
Show us more, show us more.
Also, I want to talk a lot about her traps and how her kind of kit revolves around and interacts with them. So the first thing is she's got chompers.
Flame Chompers.
You tap it, and it has this little patrol of front back, and then after a bit of time, it explodes.
Are they going to work like Blanca-chans? Like,
She blocks it goes.
it's sort of like the thing that
Thing away with
Blanca pulls out with his like little dolls thing. Like you can put like electric in them and then you can toss them at your enemies. It's going to be sort of similar like that.
And that's actually really cool. You notice the eyes are completely off when she's throwing it. Is not active. So go ahead and throw it at me, Clock.
Wait, what?
So even though it hit me, it's still on the ground active.
Uh-huh.
Then once it's active, if it touches you, it's gonna lock on. It's gonna explode after a little bit of time.
Oh, so it explodes.
The game is do you put it out? Then do you use your buttons in really cool ways to get it over to
Oh, that's so sick.
when you look at this crouch.
It really is.
This one, there's a lot of ways you can interact with chompers. Yeah, you can do stuff like that.
Oh
It's
my
really-
god, dude.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That is so sick.
And so, and another really cool thing too is her assists. Speaking of chompers, when you do a team that calls chompers, you notice it attaches on blocking, and they have to you can parry the explosion. But
So you attach it to your enemy and then you can just pull out your second character and get really close to them while they're blocking.
that's okay. Let's see. We're gonna give you a chance. Okay, we got there.
That's a tech.
Little traps. Another one is monkey. So you do this with down S1, and she puts this monkey out.
The monkey. Fly, Clappy, fly.
Champion, it explodes the enemy.
Is that what the monkey's called? Clappy?
You can hit the down S1 again, and she can raise or lower the height.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
As I mentioned before, hey, hitting the chompers with her specials and normals
Do you know what kind of vibes Jinx gives me? She's giving me sort of like, what was Jacko and Jacko between Saktor, like a mixture of those two characters, and I'm all for it, dude.
So you can do stuff like this. Let's see if I can get it.
Oh, please show us more. Oh my god, dude, that's so sick. That is so sick.
Like, and it really depends on your timing and how you execute there. But another cool thing that you can do with the monkey is that
You could tell they really put a lot of love into this character, dude.
That's your zapper special,
Which it should be.
with the bar at the bottom of the screen, but also your M button. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So if you hit it, it actually like gets charged, it goes faster, and then it's gonna like quickly electrify them. You get a combo afterwards, which is really fun.
Electrify.
If you do this with the zapper, maybe that hits, maybe it doesn't. You know, we'll see if you can time it better than
Oh my god, dude. This is my character. This is my character. You guys will know Cyback's the #1 Jinx player in the US. I'm just joking. I'm just joshing.
Yeah, so the projectiles just push it back really, and so that's one of the strengths compared to Chomper's, which just gets destroyed by everything. And so I want to talk a little bit about her supers. So her S1 super, which you remember, it's S1 plus any normal.
S1 super. Is this her level 3 super? Oh no, wait, this is level 2.
Puts this big rocket in there.
No, wait, it's level 1 though.
So a really cool thing you can do is
Because there are still 2 levels left of that super.
heavy, hold S1, up
So it's a level 1 super.
and then do her S1 super and get that rocket.
Yeah, it's an S1 super, okay.
This is a really fun super because if you can get them in the sweet spot of the explosions, does a ton of damage. Also, it's good to catch jumpers. And another thing I want to talk about a little bit as well is her S2 super. So this one is she takes
S2 super.
and charge it and shoots a big.
Whoa.
It doesn't do as much damage as
That Sepper is really big.
great for killing assists. You know, and hitting.
My guess is that Sepper's probably going to be good at setting up combo potential, in my opinion.
Activation, you can hold up and angle it upwards. So you can do it, and if someone tries to
See if they show it though.
during that freeze, you can also
That looks so cool.
shoot it straight in the air or straight down, as Clock showed. And we'll see if we can.
Clock, show us more, please.
So easy.
I'm just really bad at this game. Jesus. There we
No, you're not. You're better than that.
So yeah, you can shoot that down. You can shoot it straight. See, try to parry. Let's see. Let's see if listen. You do hate to see a misplay. You do hate to see a misplay. But we like
That super, the Zapper thing, it sort of reminds me of what Iron Man super reminds me of MBC2.
has to be like
It sort of gives me glimpses of that.
that's
I don't know why.
there's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of
I'm getting flashbacks, dude.
Yep, that's which is our gold. This is
Super Mega Death Rock and Monkey Cannon.
so
Yeah, this is her level 3 super.
it rip, and this thing comes down and it explodes and does a lot of damage. The really cool thing is
Oh, we could tell.
it tracks the opponent's location a little bit.
I mean, of course, it is a super. Level 3 super.
They land right in front of them, but also its height doesn't change. So if like they're in the air, it will hit them in the air as it's falling, which is really cool. Let's see if we can maybe manufacture that. Hit that button. Man. Yeah, so you see it brought Clock down, which is really cool as well. And yeah, I showed you a little bit of the assist. I do want to show you the super assist, which is pretty cool.
Tons of Fishbones assist.
So she shoots a
Wow.
spread. And you
Yep,
can
she gives me Sector vibes. Definitely Sector.
look like existing supers in the game. But you know, sometimes
Only she shoots way more like multiple rocket launchers. I mean, rocket missiles than
it's still a pretty fun moment.
Sector did.
This just helps and gets through it. And so we'll go ahead and
Yeah, the only difference between Sector is Sector has a teleportation, Jinx doesn't. I mean, granted, Sector's a robot.
juice is flowing. I'll go ahead and start with a really fun one that uses a couple of her traps. So you can throw the chompers out, throw this out, zap. Wait for the
Oh my god, dude.
explosion, see if I time it right.
What is this character? What?
Oh, I messed up. Hold on.
Oh my god, that could have been so sick.
It takes a bit more precision.
It does take a little bit.
Can you showcase it again, please?
We'll give it one more try and we'll see. If
Just for the audience.
let's see if we can try it. Okay. So we'll do this. We'll do this.
Uh-huh.
That. The chompers to explode. Throw it. Beam. Is that gonna hit?
Please it, please. Oh,
I didn't do it. I didn't.
my hand. No.
Yeah.
Dude, this character is sick.
So, one cool thing you can do is like I said before, down forward heavy is her overhead.
The little hammer.
You can do something like that.
The little hammer.
Do a rocket jump.
Uh-huh.
Immediately like cancel that into her air S1 and then go right into the laser.
Yeah, one of the bread and butters I use is just sort of.
This character's mine. Nobody's gonna pick this character. Nobody's gonna pick it. You guys can go play with Darius or Yasuo, one of those characters.
But you can do yours that first charge. So.
Oh yeah. Let me go. Yeah. So it's just like
Showcase more.
full hold, cancel the rocket, zap. If I was a little quicker.
Oh, you can cancel into that?
Yeah. See.
Oh, dude, yeah, you can cancel into it. Oh my god, this character's sick. Sick.
Yeah, like the one I think is the most fun is really just like lightning heavy.
Lightning heavy.
It up and then do the fireworks. The cool thing is you can start setting up. So I'm putting a monkey out. I'm throwing a chompers.
Oh my god, dude.
How dare you hit that thing down?
It gives you time to set up your traps while they're up in the air.
I want to show you like two
That's gonna be really cool.
kind of get the juice flowing. These are pretty hard. They took me some time to practice. I didn't make these up. Shout out to the team that made them up. So one of the things I want to show off.
Can you show us what combos they made up?
And this is cool because it puts her airborne. So you can shoot a missile right after it. You can do a lot of really cool stuff after it. So I want to kind of show you one thing that's cool. Let's see if we can get it here.
Oh. Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul.
How you use her normal jump
That is so sick.
is just what really like makes her fun. To a lot of us, and we're excited to see you all.
Dude, this is like my wet dream. I'll be quiet.
A lot of tries. Need some cheering from you all to see if we can get this.
I believe in you, Sean.
This one I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna try to use Darius assist and use some.
Oh, the assist, okay. Come on, please do it.
That didn't get there.
Okay. Oh my god. That is so sick.
I'm glad I got that.
Give me more, 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 please.
That you all can come up with here, and we can't wait to see you just like really break it open.
So should we like play some matches?
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's do it.
Matches.
Yeah, I was figuring we could.
Mega bun. Oh, did I just see an Ari skin there?
Ranked lobby that we're looking
Ari's gonna sell so much skins in this game, dude.
at. Will be available in Alpha Lab 2. That playtest is going to run from April 18th to 20th in the United States, Canada, and Brazil.
Wait, 18th through 20th?
How these changes are landing for you compared to
So it's only gonna be 3 days, dude.
think if you're invited as we continue.
I need to find a way how to play, especially since I work most of the time. Oh, I'm gonna need to buy probably one of those like portable PlayStations or something. Because at least I want to get some gameplay if I get invited to the 2XKO Alpha Lab 2. That's a really cool Jinx skin. Was the new outfit for Jinx, that outfit, was that her Halloween outfit for the League of Legends skin? I'm pretty sure it was. It looks sort of similar to that. I think this is her, what's it called? Her Halloween outfit. I could be wrong. Brahm's outfit looks okay. Okay, I'm really curious to see what kind of Jinx gameplay we could see here. Let's see what the devs pull out. So for the Fuse system, they're using Freestyle, and then the other one, what's it called? Sidekick, okay. Oh, see, look. For the Jinx one, she gets, like, boosted damage and then a little bit, like, damage reduction because she's already, like, in Fury mode because Yasuo died. Dude, I am so excited for Jinx. I really, really am. I think she's one of the coolest looking characters in this game. I used to think it was Braum, but now it's going to be Jinx. Jinx is actually way more cooler looking. Jesus, dude. Yeah, the combos look really, really short. I think that's the only one criticism I had during the Alpha Lab one, is the combos were too long. Too long. The netcode was okay. I still ran into like a few bad apples. What I mean by a few bad apples is in terms of connections. But it was still okay. It was still playable. Yeah, this game's tutorial wasn't really good, in my opinion. I think it only showed you like 2 or 3 things and that's it. And then you were just stuck on train. At least I had training mode though. I'm really paying close attention to Jinx. But my focus is mostly set on the green outfit. Dude, that outfit looks cool. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. Okay, super. How many minutes is this of the death match? 47, 40, so it's only 10-minute footage. Okay, we could live through that. Yeah, dude, this game looks so sick. Oh, the Braum. Oh, the little KO little animation thing going on there. Yeah, after this we still have to go through like the patch notes. Not patch notes, I mean, what was it called? It's a little article that 2XKO put out on their website. So after this deathmatch, we're gonna look at it. Pool Party Jinx? That's a really cool outfit. But I mostly like the other one with the glasses. That one looks really, really cool. Oh, dude, Pool Party Darius too. I wasn't even really paying attention during that time. With the chanclas. With the chanclas. How is Darius able to run with chanclas, dude? I can't really tell if they added new things on Darius or they did or they did not, because I did not play this character. So I don't really have any frame of reference with Darius or Yasuo. If it's Braum, then yes. Which Braum was also doing the same thing, so there wasn't really anything new with Braum, in my opinion. Oh. Please set... Aw, come on. Showcase more Jinx. Oh, wait, they are. I thought that was Echo for a minute. Dude, that Zapper thing looks so cool. It reminds me of Iron Man Super from MVC2 and from most games he's been in. From Marvel vs. Capcom. Dude, I just want to get my hands in this game. Please make the Alpha Lab 2 a little bit longer. Don't make it 3 days, because they only said 18 through 20, so they're not really giving us much time then. Because Alpha Lab 1 they gave us for, I think it was like for a week they gave us to play the game. A week or close to 2 weeks. I don't remember. Pretty sure it was only 1 week though. Because I only played it for like 3 days straight. Those were like the minimum time I had with the game. That's why I only played simple combo, the combo fuse. What was it called? The pulse system. That's the only pulse I played. Yeah, it was the simple input one, so I don't remember what it was called though. I need to look back into that. But I really do want to play the Juggernaut one. I think the Juggernaut one looks really interesting in my opinion. Yeah, the pulse systems that I'm really interested in playing is the freestyle one and Juggernaut. I think the Juggernaut one looks so sick. Because it only focuses on one champion. That's a really, really cool outfit. I really, really like it. Oh, this is Echo's new outfit? I'm pretty sure this outfit was his first one when he first got released as a champion back in 2013 or 2014. I can't remember what year it was that Echo got released. But I remember it was Vi that got released first, then it was Jinx, and then Echo. Echo was like the third one that got released after Jinx. I'm not really digging the Alawi outfit. She's got that little cool... Yeah, she's kind of wearing a different outfit a little bit. She kind of gives me a little bit Kinshi vibes here with that outfit. Maybe a different color palette would be way more cooler looking than the pink one, in my opinion. This one, I'm not really digging it. More assist, please. Oh, dude, this game is so cool looking. It really, really is. You could tell this game was way more polished than it was in the Alpha Lab 1. Yeah, they did say they wanted to have like big reveals, but they're not ready yet to showcase everything, so that's why it's just like a dev update for this game right now. But apparently this game is going to get released this year from what I've heard. If it does, dude, they really, really need at least 15 characters as like the base roster. So if they're thinking of releasing it this year, or if they are, please add like 15 or 16 characters at most during the base roster. Of course, it is free to play, so we are going to get it like that quick with champions and stuff like that. But for a fighting game that's like 2v2, it needs a little bit more. They need to increase it more. They cannot just leave it like at 10. Because I heard a rumor they were just going to have like maybe 10 at most. Are they going to announce new No, they're not going to announce any new characters during this dev talk. At most, we'll probably get a new character once the Alpha Lab 2 comes out. Once it's close to launch, in my opinion. I think that's the last time we'll probably hear about it. About a new character coming in, or maybe close to EVO, because EVO is this August. But I'm not going to be able to go to EVO this year. Last year I did go, but I didn't get to play 2XKO. Yeah, the line was really, really big for 2XKO during EVO when I went there last year. I didn't get to play because I didn't have time. But I'm not going to go this year because it's during my sister's wedding and I do not really want to miss it out. So I have to go to that. That's more important than me going to EVO. Or maybe if I clone... No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to clone myself. I need to go to my little sister's wedding. Yeah, it's during... Yeah, EVO's during August. They're kind of looking close at Jinx's pool party outfit. I think that one's sick too. But I'm mostly digging the other one. That's kind of her Halloween outfit, I think. The one that has glasses on it. But the pool party one looks really, really sick too. Oh, the Ari skins are going to sell like hotcakes in this game. They really, really are. Let's just hope they don't have like $200 implementation into gacha skins or something like that. Yeah, this game still needs a bit more polished. They even said it. It's still a work in progress. But it's better looking than it was in the Alpha Lab 1, I'll give it that. Even though it already was. Oh, dude, on her skin she has different tattoos, doesn't she? Jinx? We get a up closer look at her outfit. Oof. Oh my god. This is my character, dude. Jinx is my character, dude. If Jinx plays like this, dude, imagine how Vi is going to play, because Vi is a guaranteed character if she's coming in this. She just has to. She's a fighting game character, for God's sakes, come on. Yeah, the characters I really want to see in this game are mostly Udyr, Vi. I did say Warwick, but I think I'm going to hold out on Warwick. If Warwick looks like from League of Legends, I would like that better, in my opinion. Yeah, but Udyr, Warwick, Vi, and maybe Set. Dude, I think instead of Wukong, I would really want Set in this game, actually. I think Set would be a really cool looking character. Because that was like the last new champion I was trying to learn how to play when he first came out back in 2017, I think. And I thought he was a really cool looking character. Well, that's the video. That was a 57-minute long video, which I really enjoyed my time looking at. It looks like they really polished this game and etc. But I really like what they did with the gameplay changes in terms of combos, because that was like my #1 thing that I really had a criticism with, was the combos, dude. The combos took forever, for eternity, and I'm glad they made the combos shorter so the game could be at a much faster pace. But you know what? Right now, we're not out of the woods yet, because apparently they pulled out an article that we're going to look at after this, but I'm going to make this as like in a separate piece of video, which is still going to be all in one video, but I'm just going to make this into sections, of course. But yeah, we're going to move into the article, and we're going to read more about it, and maybe it might give us more information like on the playtest of 2XKO, and maybe hints like when it will drop. But yeah, we're going to get right into it. Okay, so we're finally getting ready. Here, let me exit this. So we're finally getting ready for the 2XKO article, which I found it like on their website, and it says here, what's new in Alpha Lab 2, and it's a comprehensive list of updates coming in 2XKO's next playtest. So 2XKO next playtest is just around the corner, and when it comes to new champ, new fuses, and a ton of other gameplay changes made in response in Alpha Lab 1 feedback. Alright, this one's a long one, so let's get right into it. That's what it says. So champions, first off, Jinx will be playable in the first time in Alpha Lab 2. Check out her move list here. So we already did that by the video. Just like in the Alpha Lab 1, Braum, Echo, Yasuo, Darius, Ahri, and Illaoi will also be available for the playtest, except to see some balance changes in quality and life update for each champ. So basically, Jinx is going to be in the Alpha Lab 2, which is great because I really wanted to play her. That's if I get invited to the Alpha Lab 2, for example. And most of the champions that were in Alpha Lab 1 are all coming back. And also, I tuned in the Sajam stream, and apparently, according to, because one of the 2XKO, like, I think it was either Tony or Tom Cannon, and then there was another CEO person there, but apparently they said there was going to be 10 champions total for the release of this game. I don't mind it. I guess I could live. Well, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm just going to put it that way. And because they said they were going to build up to it, they're going to keep building and building and building. So it's going to be just like when League of Legends came out for the first time. And plus, it gives more breathing space, in my opinion, for them like to think like champion-wise, because they really want to release the game. That's what they said. Which the game is going to turn out great, man. Fuses. Alpha Lab 2 will also feature 2 new fuses, Sidekick and Juggernaut. As a reminder, fuses that different playstyle modifiers you choose from the beginning of each match. Some grant your team unique abilities, while other influence your team overall combat strategy. So Sidekick. So this is what Sidekick does. Let's see. This gives us, I think, more of a great example, in my opinion. So we're just gonna click this. We're not gonna go full screen. Aw, dude. I did say I wanted to try Juggernaut, but I think I'm going to go with Sidekick also. I think I'm going to test it. I'm going to test both of them out. And it says, with Sidekick views, your point and assist champions never switch places. Instead, your point champ gets a health boost as well as a defensive boost. While below 30% health, meanwhile, the assist champ plays on the sideline, supporting their teammates with assists and other abilities unique to the fuse. These includes access to double down, allowing to perform their super immediately with their teammates, access to super assist and fury break at the start of each round, ability to press attack buttons in time and opponent attacks to reduce damage to their teammates, starts with 1 bar of super meter and can store up to 5. So it uses the 1 bar meter, and then the super meter just saves it up. So the Juggernaut, this is Juggernaut. Oh, okay, this one I really want to see more of it. See, it's going to give us a great example here, mostly. Oh my god, man, that is so cool. Yeah, Juggernaut, it says apparently it's like for like you can only focus like on one champ, but here it explains it much better here. Juggernaut Fuse allows you to focus on one champion at a time by removing your assist abilities entirely. You also won't be able to switch champs except for the very beginning of each round. Luckily, your point champ gets some powerful buffs to make up for their lack of teammate. Increased overall health, defensive boost while below 30% health, access to Fury Break at round start, so you get it at the round start, access to eject and unique mechanic that costs 1 bar of meter and forces your opponent assist champ to tag in, access to self down, allowing them to perform 2 super back-to-back and super and ultimate back-to-back, starts with 2 bars and super meters and can store up to 5. I'm definitely using Juggernaut. I really want to focus on that one. Both Sidekick and Juggernaut work great if you want to focus on learning one oh, so this is only one champ, okay. So same with Sidekick, at a time to ease your way into 2x KO tech mechanics. Sidekick is also a great pick if you want to duo with a friend who's new to the game, since it allows them to impact gameplay without having to actually carry. Pulse combo, let's look at this one. The Pulse combo, oh, is it double down? Oh, it shows like the little icon up here that's giving you. What does it mean by that? Let's see. Pulse Fuse has been removed and replaced by Pulse Combo. The auto combos, which that's what I use from Alpha Lab 1, feature that each player can toggle on or off during champion select. Activating Pulse Combo allows you to repeatedly hit each LM or H to perform powerful auto combos, and doesn't prevent your team from choosing another fuse. Fury Break. Is this also another new pulse? I don't remember. It's been like 3 or 5 hours since I haven't watched the video because I had to go to work when it was released. Okay, there goes the fuse. Yeah, sorry if you guys can hear my neighbors in the background. They're yelling at their kids. Oh, dude. It's giving me Street Fighter 6 vibes. I think I might use this one actually. It's giving me Street Fighter 6 vibes. Fury Break. Similarly, the Fury Fuse that has been removed and replaced the Fury Break. Once your champions get knocked out and you press S1 or S2 and T to activate Fury Break, which grants you a 25% damage boost and 25 damage reduction. Yeah, this is what they said in the video. Activating Fury Break also regenerates gray health and has different effects depending on when you activate it. If activated when you are in a hit stun and block stun are successful hit, Fury Break blows the opponent back just like Break does. If blocked, you'll be able to act before your opponent. Damage boost and reduction lasts for 10 seconds. If activated, your opponent is in hit stun. Fury Break will bounce the opponent's damage boost and reduction lasts for 10 seconds. And then thirdly, it says inactivated when neither players in a hit stun or block stun are successful hit. Fury Break blows the opponent's back just like Break does. If blocked, you'll be able to act before your opponent. Damage boost and reduction lasts for 20 seconds. Dash canceling normal or special attacks while Fury Break inactive reduces the duration of the damage boost and reduction by 5 seconds. So this is all the Fury systems, and I think the systems I say that I'm mostly interested in playing is Juggernaut and Fury Break. But Fury Break, I think it already comes with it though. Yeah, it's not really like, you know, it's not a pick and choose. I think this one comes with like on the mechanics that you pick, like for Pulse. But this is a really interesting mechanic they added, Fury Break, man. I'm really curious of trying this one out when Alpha Lab 2 releases. Ranked. So this is the ranked match, so we're going to see. It looks really, really cozy now, like more cozier than it did, because in Alpha Lab 1 it was just blank. But this is my favorite lobby system in my opinion. I really, really like what they did to it. I think they worked their butts off with it. Just like I said in my video, I did like the lobby system, what they had in Tekken. I didn't really like Street Fighter 6's lobby system as much. It feels like really empty in there. This one they made it more like, you know, arcadey style, which it's kind of like a great vibe. Same with Tekken 8, it's also like arcadey style too. And then it says Alpha Lab 2 is also the first time we'll be testing ranked lobbies, competitive lobbies that group together players with similar skill levels, win ranked matches to earn points, and climb the ranked tiers, which include from lowest to higher tiers. So Aspirin, Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Emerald, Diamond, Master, Grandmaster, and then Challenger, just like in League. But I think that if I had to pick one like during my time, because dude, we're only getting apparently like 3 days like in this game apparently. So if I'm only going to be able to play 3 days straight, at least my goal is to probably hit platinum or gold, one of those two, especially because I have side work going on. So yeah, I'm not sure if I can make it like all the way higher for like the 3 days that I have. And then core gameplay. Since Alpha Lab 1, our primary focus has been a referring core gameplay based on the feedback. You all provided almost all the adjustments in this section were made with one or more of the following goals in mind. Improve control simplicity and consistency, which I was actually agreeing with because I did have controller problems, but I did find out that you'll be able to map out your controller inputs and stuff during the video. Increase player agency and reduce the amount of time spent stuck in the corner in long combos or unable to get up from the ground. Improve gameplay visuals, clarity, and excitement. Provide additional opportunities for players to make interesting decisions during combat. Dude, that's what we want. And I will say that I forgot to mention is I think this game is a lot much faster than it was like in the Alpha Lab 1. It looks a lot more faster than it was in Alpha Lab 1. So this one is what? Oh, push assist. Did they have this mechanic during Alpha Lab 1? I don't remember anymore. But the game does look faster. It does really look faster, which this should be like in a 2v2 fighting game. If you're making like a team assist games, it should always be fast. It should never be slow. That's why I'm glad they like slowed down on the combos and didn't make them much longer, because that was pushing it from like keeping the game much faster. And then it says push block is now an assist action that we're calling push assist. Just press T while blocking to have your assist champions push your opponents away. You can press T again while your assist champ is on screen or handshake tag. When playing in a duo, the player controlling the assist champions will need to initiate the push assist. Unlike push block, push assist doesn't cost meter, but it does share a cooldown timer with the other assist. KO'd and super assist. So let's see this. This is going to be the KO and super assist. Oh, dude. I'm really leaning. Instead of Ilaoi, man, I'm really actually do want to play Darius. I think Darius is a really cool looking character in this game. I really like him. He's always been like Darius and Ilaoi have always been my main, like, right beside Singe. Like Singe, Darius, and then Ilaoi have been like my 3 mains like for top lane when I played the game. In Alpha Lab 1, when I played the MOBA, after one of your champions died, they could perform a powerful assist called the Last Stand and had the 10-second cooldown, but didn't cost any meter. This meant that most of the time the best strategy was to use land stand, run away, and regenerate assist health, and then try again 10 seconds when didn't make the very interesting matches. So Last Stand has been removed and replaced with the following assist adjustment. So they got rid of it because it was in the Alpha Lab 1. Assist champions can now use assist even when KO'd. This makes combat a little easier and gives assist champions a bigger impact in the outcome of the match. Even if they died early, getting hit while performing KO'd assist increases its cooldown. Assist champions can also now perform super assist powerful attacks, and it costs 1 bar of meter. Perform a super assist by pressing down T when one of the champions have been KO'd, and this is Limit Strike. They added so many things in this game, man. We're only gonna go probably for like a few more like implementations added in this game, and I really do want to check like on the monetization and cosmetics of this game, how they're gonna handle it. I'm really curious of that. With those swimsuits that I saw from Ari, dude, they're gonna be selling like hotcakes. Okay, and then it says there, in Alpha Lab 1, certain characters, certain attacks created specific reactions such as ground bounce, wall bounce, and tumble, and after performing a second reaction of any type of the same champions, your combo would end. This will originally intend to prevent infinite combos, which we had in Alpha Lab 1, but made to end off your combo feel underwhelming. So to give you some more exciting options to choose from, we're introducing a limit strike system which creates a unique effect depending on the situation. Ground bounce limit strike equals extra damage, wall bounce limit strike equals extra meter, and then tumble limit strike equals hard knockdown, and then additional changes. Okay, so it basically, yeah, dude, you couldn't even do that. Like, if Braum would have actually hit you from that from during Alpha Lab 1, so they actually changed it. These similar changes should be more self-explanatory but for more information about how these adjustments work on why we made them, it says you can check out the latest dev update, but we'll get into that later maybe. Dynamic save is now called break. Ultimates now cost 3 bars and meters instead of 2. Super still costs 1. Okay, so the super is still going to be 1. Meters gain and no longer determined by damage dealt. Instead, each attack generates a set amount of meter. Air attack is now automatic. You can still hold, okay, so it's like the same as the Alpha Lab 1, or remain in neutral to move in the direction. When you air attack successfully and automatic air attack. Okay, automatic air attack by holding down. I didn't get to see it. So new ground attack allows you to hold right or left while knocked down and performing. You can also press through your opponents. You can now hold right or left down to drift during a super jump. So they added super jumps in this game. Get up attacks now break armor. In an effort to reduce combo length, it's no longer possible to call in assists after using the tag launcher or a tag after performing double down. Hit pause has been reduced across the board to reduce combo and overall match length. Charge running assists are no longer a universal mechanic and are now only available when using psychic views. You can no longer handshake tag while you assist champions to getting hit. Increase assist speed has been slightly increased. Great health regenerates faster. Of course, which they said on the video. Controllers. Did they have this in the Alpha Lab 1? I think I gotta go check back on my video, man, for the Alpha Lab 1, because there's some things I don't really remember anymore, because it's been like 5 or 6 months since I played it, since this was released. Outside of core gameplay, we've also updated our default controller schemes to work better on certain what does it say? Paraphase, and plus consolidated a few inputs to help avoid confusion. Supers and ultimates no longer use the down input. They are now performed as follows. Super 1 equals S1 plus any attack button LM or H. Super 2 equals S2 any attack button LM or H, or ultimate equals S1 and S2. Tag launchers is now down T instead of T. So, yeah, because I remember, I'm not sure, I might be crazy, but I remember like pulling assists and stuff like that you had to do in certain motion input. Simply tap T to perform a forward assist. Still calls forward assist as well. And then anti-air launcher have been combined with a single launcher and anti-air properties, which is performed by pressing. An Alpha Lab 1 overhead and sweeps require different inputs and different champions. Now most overhead performing are pressing side M the sweeps and performed by pressing side M plus H. You can no longer perform a parry into a parry physical hit, which should prevent accidentally performing and subsequently whiffing a second parry. Visual clarity. Oh, dude, I kind of like the system they added. The breaker. I think this breaker is really, really good. Okay, it says these visual updates should help. Hold on, wait, this is the same one. Yeah, this is the same one. Let me exit this one. Champions during combat. The assist cooldown timer is now closer to the match time enter, and the edge of the screen wall bounce animations have been updated and slightly slowed down. There is now a bad block visual indicator that affects display if you were trying to block low but got hit by the overhead and got hit low while standing block, parrying successfully and punishing your opponent's retreating guard with a low attack now come with new visual effects to make outplays clear for everyone watching. Lobbies. So it's just like, pretty sure this area right here, because I've never seen this area, is the private lobby, isn't it? Max players. So there's 16. Friends, friends only, invites, and then invites only. And then... And yeah. Okay, so basically they just... Okay, it explains this here. Creating a private lobby grants you ownership powers, which allows you to kick players, set a max player gap, change lobby privacy settings, and adjust the number of rounds and games per set. Walk-up spectates now also allow you to watch in full screen tutorials and training. Well, dude, the tutorial is going to be better because I think that's also another thing that I had in mind. Let's see. Miss Haru, you're looking strong today. Ilaoi and Braum were wondering if you wanted to. So this Ari and Inspire, I don't even need to read your hearts to know what you both want. I guess I've got time. So it basically has a little cute dialogue, especially with me on your side. Let's loosen up our muscles with a little movement. You feel that? Okay. I didn't get to read that, but I'll read it later. Ari and Akko Braum have a lot more to say in the newly updated tutorial. Oh, okay. And then this one is network and settings. So it's basically the same, like, you know, depends on you. Oh, see, look, this is the one I saw. Like, we'll be able to map our controller, so I don't think I wouldn't have a problem on controller inputs anymore. Because that was my biggest gripe for this, like, Alpha Lab 1. It's just, like, the mapping of the controllers were a little weird to me, in my opinion. Let's see, the controller input screen now allows you to set different key bindings for different control types. For games where one or more players are experiencing poor network quality, we added a suite of improvements to make gameplay smoother and more consistent. Thank you so much, Riot. Menus and screens got a massive overhaul to improve navigation and make it easier to get in-game. Cosmetics. Alpha Lab 2 will also feature new skins, avatar accessories, and champion masteries rewards for each players. Will automatically receive 8,500 free KO points to use in the in-game store. This won't be enough to purchase every single Alpha Lab 2 cosmetics. If you'll have to pick and choose which team seems the coolest to you, we'll use this info to inform what kind of cosmetics we add in the future. And remember, currency and cosmetics content won't carry over after Alpha Lab 2. So spend those points and enjoy your loot while it lasts. So basically, hold on, let me reread that again. We'll use this info to inform what kinds of cosmetics we add in the future. And remember, currency and cosmetics content won't carry over the Alpha Lab 2. So spend those points. So I'm a little confused of what it means by that. We won't get to keep this after the game's full release, or we'll be able to get it for free. I'll just look at it. It's a free battle pass if you get in the Alpha Lab 2, though. But I'm super curious if we still get to keep it when the full game is released. I really hope we get to keep it. Ilaoi skin, I'm not digging it, dude. I'm not digging it. There's just something about it. Braum's new costume is okay. The Lionheart chroma, I think it's okay. I think it would look better if he didn't have the helmet, the headset piece. Okay, and the Alpha Lab 2 Battle Pass is free for everyone, but you'll still have to remember to unlock in from the in-game store, then play games to complete the mission, just like in the Alpha Test 1. Receive free Battle Pass rewards, including an IO Reach stage, police sticker, Techwear shoes, Lionheart title, Ilaoi skin, etc, etc, etc. Okay, yeah, so basically it's all this. This is like the things you'll unlock in like the Season 2 Battle Pass. And then it says here, what? There you go. And then it says Pool Party Mega Bundle. The Mega Bundle Pool Party. Oh, dude, they added. Dude, this Ari skin is gonna make them gold. This Ari skin is gonna sell like hotcakes. And I think it's like the first pool party outfit that we get for Ari. She had one in League. I don't play the game anymore, so I know Jinx didn't have one. Oh, dude, the characters that I'm probably gonna end up buying costumes mostly for is gonna be Jinx, and then maybe Ilaoi or Darius, because those are the characters I really want to lean into for Alpha Test 2 if I get in. Dude, they look so cool. Dude, Street Fighter, I mean, not Street Fighter, I mean, 2XK already has, the game is not even out, and it has already a bunch of costumes in line, while Street Fighter 6, we only have like 4 costumes, and the game's already been out for like, no wait, no, it's 3 costumes. Yeah, dude, the game's already been out for like more over a year now, or maybe 2, I think now. Skin set, so new pool party mega bundle can be redeemed directly in the endgame store, and it includes skin sets, pool part. So Ari, Darius, Jinx, and yeah, it's just Ari, Darius, and Jinx received this like pool party outfits, and they all come with like chromas, like different colors and stuff. And then the finisher coast to victory, so you get a finisher too. What is this? Additional skins. Old man Yasuo from the music video, dude. Oh, that's sick. Whoa, this is a really, really sick Darius costume. I'm not gonna lie. Look how badass he looks, dude. Ari, is this the same outfit? I already have that outfit. This is Echo's outfit from the League of Legends, which was his first outfit, which I mentioned it in my video when we were watching that video. I'm pretty sure that's like Sandstorm something from what it was called. Sandstorm Echo, I think. It looked terrible in the MOBA, but it looks better in this game. They made it way more better looking. I think this costume's the coolest one for Jinx in my opinion. Holy shit, dude. I definitely want to get this outfit. It looks super duper cool. I really hope we get like the final battle outfit, that spoilers, the final battle outfit from Arcane Season 2, like during the ending. That outfit looks super cool too. These skin sets also come with a chroma, avatar, item, sticker, and player cards, and will be available in an in-game store and rotating basis. Skin set said Storm Echo for seeing Yasuo, which was in the music video for League of Legends, not music video, but they do like that 1 year, like, they do that 1 year League of Legends thing, which is a video which looks really cool. Then Zombie Slayer Jinx, oh dude, no wonder that's why I like it. God King Darius, that looks super cool. Dynasty Ari, I swear to God, isn't this skin already been like, pretty sure this skin has already been there. And then Champions, Champion Mastery Rewards. Oh, so what does it mean by this? So like each champion, it's kind of like going to be like Mortal Kombat 1 then, where each champion, oh okay, yeah, I see. Yep, they're copying the League of Legends formula here. I mean, not the League of Legends formula, they're copying the Mortal Kombat 1 formula, where you level up your character's masteries, and by each time you get rewarded by playing the character. Depends on the play time on the character you have. But you either play them on single player mode if this game has single player, or what was it called? Or you just play them during online matches. You'll be able to earn the following rewards for each champions: 1 avatar outfit, 4 static stickers, 1 animated stickers, 3 taunts, 2 player cards, 4 titles, 1 mastery chroma, and then avatar accessories. So of course it's going to be kind of like Tekken, Street Fighter, you know, like it's going to follow the same formula. I think the monetization, I think they should follow the same monetization as they do in Marvel Rivals. I'm going to be honest with you, because Marvel Rivals is really, really doing a cool job. I really hope they add like also, I don't think so because it's Riot. I really hope they add like free skins also, but I don't think that's not going to happen. I'm reaching for the stars there. Alpha Lab 2 also comes with new customization options for your player avatars, including 15 new clothing items, 8 new hairstyles, 4 new facial hairstyles, 3 new eye shapes, 11 new face decals, and then more information. That was a lot of info, but in case it wasn't enough, check out the following resources for more on Alpha Lab 2 or any of the changes we mentioned here. Alpha Lab 2 FAQ, March 2025 Dev Update, Alpha Lab 2 homepage. That's all for now. Thanks for reading, and we'll see you in the game. And in related articles, of course, we're not going to get into that anymore. Yeah, man, I am super duper stoked for this game. I think this game is gonna be a match made in heaven, and I think the skins here are gonna be great, man. I don't think they're not gonna make it way too expensive in League of Legends. I think these skins look way better than they do in League. I'm gonna be honest, I just went there. I did. I just think these skins look way better. These things are gonna sell more. And apparently I heard there's never been like a pool party Jinx outfit for League of Legends. Like, this is actually her first time like having a pool party one. But yeah, man, we're gonna be eating. And like I said, like during the beginning of this part of the video, that apparently Sajam had like, because I was watching Sajam stream for a bit because I wanted to see his reaction to the 2XKO news update, and apparently one of the devs actually went on Sajam's stream, and I think there was a person that answered there how many champions are going to be in the roster, how many characters are going to be in the roster, which that's what I mean by, and apparently they said there was going to be 10, but they were going to work on their way up there. I'm okay with that, I'm going to be honest with you, because League of Legends actually releases champions that quick, so I'm guessing that's going to be part of the plan. But I really hope out of those, because we have 7 characters in this roster right now, so that means we're probably going to get 3 more revealed before the game comes out, because they did say they wanted to release the game this year, which I'm okay with. They're not going to have any extra modes, I think, because if they're going to release it this year, but they're going to work their way up into it. But let me see if I miss anything else, which I don't think I did. Alpha Lab 1. Let's see. Draft, choose your fuse, fight the win. There was like another article that I read. Not an article, but apparently... Is it news? Here, wait, let's check this one. I just want to check this one really quick. Just really quick. And it's the same one, isn't it? Oh, okay, no, this one. Okay. What is 2XKO? 2XKO is a free-to-play team-based fighting game featuring champions from League of Legends. Queue up solo or a friend, for instance. 2v2 showdowns. Fight as 2 powerful champions, each with unique abilities and assists, and mix up your strategy with Fuse's powerful playstyle options that change how your team interacts. What is Alpha Lab 2? Alpha Lab 2 is a limited... Okay, yeah, no, we don't need that. Who can play in the Alpha Lab 2? Wait, I really want to read this one. Players who registered the Future 2XKO playtest and completed the online survey are eligible to be selected by... Okay, so we don't need I don't need to sign up anymore. This includes people who signed up for the Alpha Lab 1 even if they didn't end up playing. Players must be located in one of the Alpha Lab 2 regions, United States, Canada, or Brazil, and have a valid Riot account to participate, which I do. How will I know if I'm invited to the Alpha Lab 2? Players who are selected to participate in the Alpha Lab 2 will receive an email with instructions on how to access the game with email, and will go back to a week before the playtest starts, so keep an eye on your inbox. If I was invited to the Alpha Lab, will I automatically be invited to Alpha? No, being invited to the Alpha Lab 1 does not guarantee an... Okay, I'm still gonna sign up for it. An invitation to Alpha Lab 2. However, players who register for Alpha Lab 1 in its eligible regions are automatically signed up to be selected in Alpha Lab 2. So there's no need to register. Oh, so I don't need to register. But I'm still gonna send an invite to them. Can I invite a friend? I don't need that. How has the game changed since Alpha Lab 1? Alpha Lab 1 gave us a ton of great feedback, and we've been improving 2XKO based on your suggestions since then. There are too many Alpha Lab 2 changes to list there, so read an article for the full breakdown. Can I play PC on console? We don't need to see that. Which controllers are supported? We don't need to see that. What are the minimum system? We don't need to see that either. Which languages will be available? Which countries can participate in Alpha Lab 2? We don't need to see that. Can I live stream my gameplay or post it on social? Please do not. Wait, what? Please do not only. It's a great feedback for us, but it's also just awesome to see what you're getting up into the game. Oh, please do. Okay, I said please. No, I was supposed to say, wait, what? We can't record it? Okay, we'll be able to make YouTube videos of it. I want to run a 2XKO tournament event during Alpha Lab 2. Can I do that? We'll be focused on live supporting ranked champions. Organizing during Alpha Lab 2 will be focused on live support and the ranked lobby and core game features, and the invites list will be smaller. With the Alpha Lab 1, we can guarantee a great environment for tournaments, so we don't recommend organizing one. Okay, that's it. If you really want to run an event, you can still give it a try. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do it. Just be aware that things may not run very smoothly. You'll only have 2 days to do it. How do I provide feedback to report bugs? How do I report players' inappropriate behavior? Dude, you know what they should do? They should do that one. They should add voice chats in this, just like they do in Mortal Kombat 1. But I have a feeling that League would probably be way more toxic than MK. I'm gonna be honest with you. MK is super toxic, like with the voice chats and stuff like that. But I think League is even way more toxic than that. Imagine if they had a voice chat in this game. I think it would be super duper funny. Okay, and then it says, will my data carry over once the full game has launched? No, all player datas will reset in Alpha Lab 2, ends and all will carry over and in full game in any future playtest. Will there be more at-home playtests in the future? We're currently focused on getting ready for launch. If we need another playtest to help us get there, we'll let you know. Sign up for an email notifications on the Alpha Lab 2 website or follow us to stay in the loop. So yeah, that's going to be my 2 cents, dude. I think this game is heading in the right direction. And like I said many times, I really like how they really shortened the combos, because the combos in the previous beta were super duper long, and I felt like the match was taking at least like 7 to 10 minutes almost. That's what it felt like. It took like, at least when I looked at my recorded videos, like one match with one person almost took me like 10 minutes for the game. It took me 10 minutes to finish the game. Why I really wanted to be fast paced, and the game was a little slow, but I wouldn't say it was slow, but I think after watching this footage, dude, the game looks much faster. It looks much faster in my opinion. But yeah, I'm glad the game is much faster. I'm glad they shortened the combos. They added 2 new fuse systems that I'm really interested in. I do really want to try freestyle in, but apparently freestyle and in Juggernaut are like, they only focus on one champion, but freestyle is more like if you're playing with 2 players like at the same team. But I'm mostly going to go with Juggernaut, and then there was Handshake Tech. I think it was Handshake Tech that I wanted to try playing during Alpha Lab 1, because I was only playing Pulse System, which was like the auto combo thing, because I didn't really had enough time in the game. Yeah, and apparently we're only getting 3 days of the Alpha Lab Test 2s, which is really short compared to the last time it was, because I think last time we only got like a week to play the game, but this time we're only getting 3 days. So I really got to figure out my schedule, because I do not want to miss out on the Alpha Lab 2. Especially Jinx is going to be available, dude. I really want to play Jinx. I'm not sure if I really want to play Lowy anymore. I'm thinking of probably just playing Darius and Jinx. Those are the 2 characters I really mostly want to focus on. But yeah, there goes my overview for the article, and I reread through everything that you guys wanted to hear, so I'm super excited. I just gotta figure out I need to refix my schedule, because I really do want to play on the 2XKO Alpha Lab Test 2, dude. I really want to play Darius and Jinx now. I really do. Jinx looks like a really fun character, and she's like actually one of the archetype characters that I would play like in a fighting game. I mostly, like I said like in my video, I mostly like close range characters, or like sort of like zoner characters too. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching.